Hello everyone, my name is Giovanni and this is my very first video. So I just wanted to get on here and talk about why I created this page. I am a Richmond, Virginia native. I am a social worker and I am a life coach. I created this page because I want to encourage and inspire, like my shirt says, individuals that healing is possible, even if you have experienced trauma. I just want to continue to encourage people and uplift others because I have experienced trauma, but I am a success from those experiences, and those experiences do not define me. And I am here to let you know that they do not define you as well. So I shared my personal trauma on this page as well as my personal Instagram and my Facebook because a lot of people they did not know. So when I was 5 years old, my mother's husband at the time, he molested me and another one of my siblings. And then when I was 10 years old, he raped me. And when it happened when I was 10, I didn't say anything because I was so angry at my mom because she brought him back. And not saying anything, I harbored a lot of resentment, I harbored a lot of pain, hate, anger, all of the things that you can imagine after experiencing something like that, I had within me. I became very I was always quick to become angry, and it also depended on the situation. But if it was from conflict, I definitely had anger issues for sure. By the time I was 25, I just kept realizing how much of an impact that experience had on me, and so I wanted to really take the moments to heal. And the social work program, shout out to VCU, also helped me become more confident and inspired and encouraged to share my story because I started feeling more comfortable sharing my story, and I became empowered after sharing my story through like my writings for scholarships and sharing it to my field liaison through VCU. I became inspired and empowered to further share my story because I saw the impact that it had when I would write a letter for a scholarship. I've been given the opportunity to study abroad. I've had the opportunity to get many scholarships because they saw the effect that trauma had on me, but they also saw the impact of how I wasn't letting it, take away from the things that I wanted to accomplish in my life, and the things that I would never allow it to accomplish. That trauma does not, I do not give what I've experienced no more the power to hinder me in any way, shape, or form. My anger issues have come down tremendously. I'm able to talk to people, have effective communication. If something is wrong, like I'm able to like talk about it, and I have a lot more peace in my heart and in my mind, a lot more clarity, and I'm just grateful that I was able to come from that negativity and to be more positive. And that's why I'm here now, to be able to share that. I have prayed millions of times to be used as a vessel to share, uplift, and encourage and empower others. Healing is possible. And really quickly, I just wanted to talk about a little bit of my background. So I primarily come from a single family home. My father, he abused substances. Before I was born, he has put his hands on my mother before. He has threatened to kill and cut up my brothers. He has held a gun to my brother's head. And because my mom wanted to shield me and my sister and the rest of us from him, I was not around him a lot growing up, and I was not around his family. His family was not involved in my life whatsoever, and my mom's family was. So anytime you hear me talk about family, it'll be primarily my mother's side. They have been there through me, or they have been there with me through every single thing. And I'm just so encouraged and inspired by my grandparents. My grandmother, she was one of the most sweetest and humblest people you would have ever met in your entire life. She had an 8th grade education, and that's the highest level of education that she had. And she was the creator behind the successful businesses that my family owns here today, still in Richmond, Virginia. And my grandfather, he was the implementer, and with a $100 investment, he started those businesses. So my family owns Crawley's Funeral Home, Hawk's Barbecue, which is a restaurant, Crawley's Rest Home, which housed individuals experiencing homelessness, individuals that were abusing substances. So they had programs in place for them, any medication needs to help with them. They clothed them, fed them, all those things. And then they also have Jet Bargain, which were thrift stores and gas stations, as well as they started up the Indian Grease Hair Company. And I share that with you because I see them in me so much. Like, as I get older and as I, become more creative and think of all these different things, I see them in me. And my grandmother was the type of person who would take off her shoes and give it to someone that didn't have shoes. My grandparents were the type of people who, if a family came to them to bury their child or their loved one and they did not have the money to get that done, they were the ones that worked with them and helped them with that. Instead of, oh, I can't help you because you don't have the money, it's, let me take care of you. Let me see how I can help you today. Those are the type of people that my grandparents were. And the impact that my family has had on the Richmond community just means so much to me. I thought as a kid growing up that so many people like me coming up to my family and talking to my family, all the hugs and the laughs and the prayers, like I thought all those things were normal. But as I grew up and like understood what that meant for other people, that bond and that impact just means so much to me. And I just have been feeling really led to be that encourager for other people. I feel very passionate about helping other people. I feel very passionate about inspiring other people. And despite the things that I have gone through, I am still a success. And my family's influence has nothing to do with the trauma or experiences that I've experienced, good or bad. I am the product. I am the success from the things that I have gone through myself. So I do want you all to know that as well. My family doesn't really know much about the things that I want to do and want to create with this page. I'm starting to share little by little, but coming from that type of family really just further encourages me to be that uplifting person. And so I'm very grateful to be here on this platform to share my story. And I just want everyone to know that your trauma does not and will never define you. How you change your mindset and how you show up for yourself every single day through that trauma is what will carry you through and through and help you to evolve even higher. And so I just encourage you that if you've been through trauma, if you want to seek therapy, seek therapy. If you need someone to pray with you or prayer, like you can do those things too. Find things that give you comfort, find things that give you peace, set boundaries, healthy boundaries. And there are so many stories that I could sit here and tell you today, but I just want this to be an introductory. But there's so many stories and things that I have been through and videos that I will share as I go that will further encourage other individuals. But yeah, I just want to leave that with you. Don't let whatever you've experienced hinder you in any way, shape, or form. I have my email in my bio, so please feel free to reach out to me if there's anything that you need, or if you have questions, or if you want to talk about anything. I'm available for you. I will be coming out with merchandise soon because, again, I want to create very inspiring messages to everyone, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.